Colombia has very cheap score. Let's see what Central America has. Yeah, it was Colombia. So Colombia gets this land. The way you can tell is by the point cost. So it's 300 for Central America, and then Colombia is only 29. So this was definitely a Colombian victory. So there you go. Yep, those are all Colombian troops. So Colombia was definitely the one that took them out. Let's throw in a quick save. We haven't done one for a while. You take the one province the Germans own. Supply is getting a bit wonky in that province. Yeah, I could. Or I could just leave my troops entrenched where they are. And I think I'd rather do that. Bukiev, can you get infantry yet? No. Too bad. Sterling, still no other traits. Waiting for you to get improv, which will require one of the terrain modifiers. And then Browning is level 5 already. You're very balanced. You're waiting for infantry leader, that's your thing. And then Wintringham, infantry leader as well. 6 defense. Pukiev has that too. I was kind of wondering if I should put Wintringham on the border with the Germans. I would like to have another 24 division army, please, because I have a feeling I'm going to need them all in America. 3 full armies should probably be enough. And that will also max out what Jack Jones is using. And Browning, we may as well begin pressing the advantage once more. So we can try and get a single line along here, because that'll be a lot less for us to defend. Because the problem we're going to have is just the number of divisions it takes to defend this entire line. I don't want you going north, I want you lot going south. That's where the airbase is. And that's what I'm after. Can only have 4 divisions, we'll hit the division limit. Yeah, but that's only a soft limit, isn't it? Which will reduce your mobilization. I'm already fully mobilized. Oh, it drains your organization? Oh, that sucks. Oops. Alright, we'll train the 4. How many men do you need? 34. You have 39, so that's going to be 5. Which will be switched to infantry. And will be given to Scobie. In addition to those 4. Alright. As long as we maintain this green air that we've been keeping so well so far, then I'm pretty happy with how this is all playing out. Need to keep an eye on this northern flank because I don't know how much I'm going to be able to actually dedicate to its defense. And in fact, my allies are moving a lot of troops up there. I'm going to risk losing this northern flank, because I'd rather concentrate my forces for the America attack now. Especially now that I know that I'm going to be limited in how many troops I can actually muster. You can increase the limit by building more factories or going to total mobilization. We're already on total mob. The only thing we haven't done is more conscription.
Listen up.
24th of December. Christmas Eve. Ah, that would be nice if we could take Detroit on Christmas Day. I don't think we will. None of us are actually attacking.
Orders.
Keep on attacking! We are getting really short and medium tanks.
Yes, sir.
Southern England under attack again. Lots and lots of naval battles going on. Mostly my submarines hunting them down. Oh yes, you can go up in the number of carriers you have now to 5. That's true. An American operative captured. Because we got the technology which allows me to have the extra carrier in battles. It's usually 4, then goes up to 5, right? Pretty sure that's true. And that is a Canadian, full-strength Canadian mechanized unit. That's not going to be cheap to lose. Hey Gigo, how are you doing? And there we go. Done. Go take that, go take that. And then we will give you new orders after that point. Buffalo's going to fall soon. The Marines are pushing nicely across the rivers. Meanwhile, their defense of Detroit is strengthening. And the Upper Peninsula, there is no crossing there, right? Although there is actually a connection here. Let's see if we can sever that. Ireland declared war on Ulster. Interesting. And whose side might you be on? Paternal autocrats. Not mine, in other words. Are you ready to set sail again? No, because right now you're being protected only by the destroyers and carriers. Alright. And there we go, Buffalo has fallen. So let's move our tanks back over to the attack on Michigan. We're going to try and punch across through Michigan. Oh, that's not the Upper Peninsula, that's the Upper Peninsula. I don't know what that bit is. Yay, geography. Medium SP Artillery 3. Okay. And yes, I think I will get the Pilot Mark 5. Seeing as I am still using light tanks in my recon. Expand the air unions, more building slots. Sounds good to me. Our program of aerodrome enlargement was of great benefit to the expansion of the Republican Air Force, but proved to be a substantial administrative burden. With the Air Force now well established, the air union program can be expanded. And Marshall wants me to drink some tea. So does needs more DACA. I do need artillery still, you're not wrong. Yeah, that's probably more important. Yep, good call. Okay, we've taken all of that. So now you guys can basically move down here and provide assistance to the tanks once we're into Detroit. Which should be pretty soon. This unit, meanwhile, is now pretty much full strength. You've lost a ton of experience somewhere. It's not a ton. You've lost some. Probably pushing across rivers somewhere other. Meanwhile, Hobart's a level 7. And there we go, Detroit. You're not moving in. Why are you not moving in? Move in. And there we go, Detroit is ours. And we are back into proper Union of Socialist America lands. They're up to 92 factories now. USA is 160, so we're only actually about 70 factories behind. And Dominion of Canada is down to just 53. Not too shabby at all.
Move out.
Why not give your tanks to someone with Improv Expert? Do I have anyone with Improv Expert? Oh yeah, Woodtringham. The problem is you would recycle troops. It would take them 15 days to get back into position. And quite frankly, I couldn't be bothered. That's the real reason. Why is that purple line not expanding? Let's go ahead and just cancel your line and say, guard this. Oh, tanks. Don't do that.
Ready, sir. Attention.
Okay. How audacious do I want to be here? I would say fairly? Is Red America back? Yeah, they are. This is all Union of Socialist American States. I think what I want to do is push right down to there and then just make this into an encirclement. So when I said how audacious do I want to be, the answer was pretty audacious. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the purples responsible for that area. And then bring the whites up to here. And then Tanks. Tanks. I really want to push across Michigan.
Orders.
I'm going to have my motorized responsible for taking this back. Something like that.
Ready, sir.
Meanwhile, Browning has very nearly got infantry leader, which is good. And the tanks are continuing to push out, although not really in the directions that I wanted them to go. Looks like my ships are starting to struggle again a little bit. RNS Jellicoe. Was that the... Yeah, that was the battleship that was under construction for ages. So we got a tier 2 battleship. How fast are you? 28 knots. Perfect. And we are low some battleships. So let's have you joining that fleet. Go up to 5. And that's going to be... Let me just work this out again. Capital ships. We have got 9 of you. 9 times 4 is less than 48. So yeah, we're fine. So we definitely need some more destroyers being built. But we are building them. That's what these two are. And we could do with a little bit more aluminium, so let's go ahead and do that. Awesome. Air power. We are beyond our air reach at this point, so let's go make sure that we are maintaining that. Although we probably shouldn't move all of it. Let's leave you guarding this. There is an airbase up there. Okay. We are on the outskirts now of Chicago. And there we go. Chicago is ours. Now I just need my defenses to roll back into position. So let's secure all of this. And then...
Ready.
Get you some planning preparation again. That's not actually where I'm going to have you attack. Because I think I'm now going to try and just move straight down and just take the entire East Coast as a giant surround. Meanwhile, Canada in the north is pushing south again. But taking America is just going to be a lot more valuable for us. We did the damage to Canada that we needed to do. And we can get some better submarines. Please do.
Ready, sir. Ready.
Waiting for the purples to get into their position.
Ready to move.
And we should actually have you trying to get some planning preparation as well. Okay, there we go.
Listen up.
As much as I would love to take
Listen up. Ready, sir.
more of Michigan, I'm going to leave that to my allies. And we're going to be a little bit audacious here.
Fall in.
We need to make the connection to Cleveland so that we can actually put troops along the side. And then I'm going to have the Marines supporting the main thrust by the tanks. So if there are any river crossings, which there are, the Marines are there to hold that position and make those attacks. Okay. Let's get everyone into position. Are you moving north? No, you guys are just sitting there. That's fine. You're allowed to just sit there, as long as you're not going north to retake that spot, which would be very annoying. Let's go for the foreign shores. Britain is an island nation with our enemies gaze upon us from the seas. If we are ever to put an end to them, then our soldiers must be prepared to fight on these foreign shores. Meanwhile, the attacks on Germany continue to go on. Yeah, Ukraine is definitely pushing against Russia again. Hold, Russia, hold! Oh, gosh. Russia is not doing a very good job of holding. Especially now that the Ottomans are in. That was probably the straw that broke the camel's back. Here's the general with the grey beard, Jack Jones. And he's flipping phenomenal. He starts off already with inflexible strategist and infantry officer, which means he gains experience really fast, and he can get unyielding defender. And he doesn't have any of the negatives like old guard, which inflexible defenders usually have. So he's bloody excellent as just an infantry marshal. Kind of wonder if there's any actual history about this guy, Jack Jones. Don't panic, don't panic. I wonder if he's a World War I general that was pressed back into service. Jack Jones, the trade unionist. I don't think that's him. No. Born in 1913, died in 2009. John Joseph Jones? I don't know who this guy is, he's not appearing. James Larkin Jones. Nah, see, I don't think that's the same guy. He doesn't have the big bushy silver beard. Yeah, this looks more likely. Jack Jones, the novelist. Minor, joined the army, posted to South Africa in his regiment, the militia battalion of the Welsh. However, he was very unhappy and ended up deserting. Once recaptured, he transferred to India, where he eventually returned to Wales and went back to work in the mines. Jones was summoned back to his regiment and sent to the front lines in the First World War in France and later on in Belgium. After suffering shrapnel wounds, he was invalidated home and appointed as a recruiting officer of Methil Tidfil. Became the honorary secretary of his local miners' lodge. In 1923, he was appointed full-time secretary, representative of the miners of Bengal. In 1926, during the general strike as part of the Job as a miners' agent, he travelled to South Wales, urging miners to continue supporting the strike. 1927, he resigned from his full-time post with the Miners' Union. In early 1928, he was employed by the Liberal Party headquarters as Speaker, continued there until 1930. By 1934, he'd started to earn a living as a writer, went on to lecture 2 tours in America and the European battlefronts during the War of 1939 to 45. Which I'm surprised he doesn't just say it during the Second World War, as opposed to the War of 1939. Jack Jones, the Unionist, was born in 1913, so he'd only have been 29 at this point. Seems unlikely to have that much grey hair. Yeah, exactly. I think it's this guy. Jack Jones, the novelist. Although he was part of the Liberal Party, not the Labour Party. During the Second World War, he was Speaker for the Ministry of Information, the National Savings Movement. He wrote the biography for David Lloyd George. Commander of the Order of the British Empire in 1948. Or is it Jack Jones from Dad's Army? I mean, that's why I keep on saying, don't panic! Don't panic! Because it would be pretty hilarious if he was actually this amazing field marshal for the British, if they were the Union of Britain. Although, where then is Mannering? Actually, that's pretty obvious. Mannering would definitely be fighting for the Canadians. But where's Fraser? Where's Godfrey? Where's Pike, you stupid boy? Have a certain way to work at the gym after... Huh? Alright, so, what are we doing with the tanks? We are prepping this attack. You guys already have full planning prep. You guys don't. Yeah, I think that's spam too. That's why I stopped reading. You guys are ready, but that's okay. And you have a lot of allied units supporting up here, and I think I'm going to take a risk and move you to the Chicago front. I'm also going to move you to here and then have the whites responsible for that part of the line. You should be able to hold that just fine. Alright.
Yes, sir. Guns.
Well, in that case, I'm going to say attack. Attack. Let's see this push south going. Immediately, you guys are attacking the wrong way! Southwards! Southwards! Blackburn Skua. That's the carrier plane. Okay.